I attack a monster, which let him target any trap card in his deck and put it to the top of his deck. So you put Macrocosmos to the top of the deck, his deck works by removing from playing. Then he activate Needlebug Nest, sending the top 5 cards of his deck to the graveyard. Macrocosmos, but it has to be on the field to work. Like, literally. Wait, he put that one there on the top of his deck. Then activated the needle thing. What about Future Fusion? I can't use it again. It's done. It's done. It's tied to him. Oh, do you mean you're only about getting Future Fusion for your deck? Yeah, sadly, Future Fusion's not that good anymore. Yeah. Games go too quick for Future Fusion. Exactly. Back in the day, how Future Fusion used to work, from the moment you played the card, that was the moment you reveal what fusion you were going for and you sent the materials. Then 2 turns later, the fusion monster hit the field. So it used to be good back in the day, especially for dragon decks. You just get a bunch of cards in the graveyard. But nowadays, Future Fusion, how it works is you play it, next turn you then do all the sending, and that's too slow for the game state now. You only have 1 polymerization. Polymerizations are easy to get. With Super Poly. Super Polymerization is amazing in hero decks. We'll just slowly dwindle away then. Mass change is better, but no, I'm saying, like, the thing is with Super Polymerization though, is like, for example, so say for example, Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, right? And this is why Elemental Heroes are absolutely amazing with Super Poly. So Elemental Hero Absolute Zero requires 1 hero monster and 1 water attribute. So if your opponent runs, like, say, a bunch of water attribute cards, and you're running heroes, you go Super Poly, send your hero to the graveyard, and because of how Super Poly works, you can take any of your opponent's monster and use them as fusion material. So you take one of their water monsters, and you've just made Absolute Zero. So you get like 1 of every attribute in your extra deck, if you've got room for it. You can just Super Poly anything. Be like, I'm just going to Super Poly that monster away. Because they can't counter a Super Poly. Pretty much. But I have cards that I can put in my hand from my deck or as our grave. Right, but I'm still saying, like, future... Are you on about real life here? Like your real life deck? Or you on about, like, in-game deck? Because in-game, you could probably get away with it if you're just battling against the AI. If you're on about real life and you've got to go against other people, Future Fusion's too slow. So yeah, what are you on about here, Mike? Are you on about like a deck in-game here, or you on about a deck in real life? You only have an IRL deck. Well, I can tell you right now, IRL-wise, Future Fusion's too slow. Too slow for the game state. Yeah, Lumi loves my hero deck first turn Dark Law. Yeah, screw your fucking Dark Law. Put the link. You'll have to give me a moment. Copy link. You do realize you've got full permission to post links as well, Argo. Anyone can post a link in the chat. Just the rule is you say what it is and why. You're on your phone? Fair enough. Oh, we have another poly. So now, if he gets rid of Electrum, no. But now, if he gets rid of, we've got other options. Oh, I've got to discard a card from hand. Whoops. 5% tricks. I'm saying I have cards that can put polymerization into my hand, though. Maybe so. If I'm saying, I'm on about before, and you're saying you may get Future Fusion. Future Fusion's too slow. If you've got cards that can have polymerization, that's fine. Just gonna make sure they work properly. For example, a common thing that people do that don't understand properly sometimes is they'll activate Fusion Recovery, which lets you add a polymerization and a monster was used for a fusion summon from your grave to your hand. You have to have both conditions. You can't just get a polymerization from that card. And the monster you get has to have been used in a fusion summon. It can't just been sent to the graveyard. Blazeman pulls it from the deck. Yes. Yes. What to do? It's why Vision Hero Vion's kind of good as well, because Vision Hero Vion, when he's summoned, you can send any hero monster from your deck to the grave, but you can banish a hero monster from your grave to add a polymerization from your grave or deck to hand. Just trying to think here. I could, funnily enough, summon Persinatrix, activate Burst Return, to then let me go into a different fusion. See, I'm thinking if we can get the other polymerization to get Shining Flare Wingman. What does Burst do? Burst Return. If I control Elemental Hero Persinatrix, this monster here, I return all face-up Elemental Hero monsters except Persinatrix back to my hand, which will return this guy to the extra deck, but it'll open us up for a polymerization. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. For now, we'll leave it. Battle phase. No, there's nothing I want to activate during my battle phase. We'll attack over this. Main phase 2. I have Ancient Gear, Ultimate Pound, Fusion Recovery Plan, and Ancient. I don't have a clue what the first one does, but Fusion Recovery Plan's a good one. Bit slow. Welcome back! He just ends. Hey, look at that, another Sparkling. Guess we've got a bit more offensive. Damn! Well, we're not hitting his life points this time. Well, I'd like to point out, when I'm sitting here thinking about doing a play like doing Persinatrix and Burst Return, I'm thinking about it just purely for the fun factor of summoning that monster. I'm not thinking about how to win right now. Ultimate deck winning strategy. Now, it does mean we can't do it this turn. Because I have to summon Synertrix to do it. Battle phase. Darkman attack you. Stratos attack you. By the way, I'd like to point out, Elemental Stratos. Amazing card for hero decks. Well, any deck that involves heroes at all. Also has a current ban list. It's at 2. Fucking amazing. I do believe... Can you actually add a Stratos of a Stratos? Yeah, add one hero monster from... Yeah, you can add Stratos of Stratos. Okay. It's GG. So now here's the question. What is more likely gonna have an animation? Do I have... I don't have a Sparkman engrave. I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. I'm going to purposely use the ones from the graveyard. Is destroyed by battle by card effect. I can add 1 poemization from my deck to my hand, and if I do, I can also add a monster from my grave to my hand. Nice! So there's Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. Now we go Polymerization. Sparkman and Flame Wingman together. They would have played already. Does it have an animation? It does not. That makes me upset. Mirror Force. No. I was waiting for it. What? What? The mummy is me. My body was ravaged by a curse, and I knew as what had to be done. I used alchemy to create a new body and place my soul inside it. It was only a matter of time before this body is a pile of dust in the wind. Professor Banner, Jaden, listen carefully to me, my boy. Everything I did was to test you and prepare you for the real evil to come. This is why I became a Shadow Rider. Not to take over the world, but only to stop the one who's truly trying to. You had to become a better duelist so that you could face him and hopefully defeat him. The threat is so great, I'd like to deceive you. I hope you can forgive me. It's over, he's gone. So what now? From what Banner said, I guess we should look out for some terrible evil that wants to take over the world. Okay, but when aren't we really? You got a point there, Cyrus. No, this is different. Banner gave his life to prepare us for the evil that's coming. I just hope as we're ready, because whatever we're about to face is going to be unlike anything we've faced before. Sunny D! Sunny D! Oh. Oh. Press this, but...
Must have another one.
Rice Krispie Squares. Dragon Creations. Don't know how well you guys can see that. Hey girl. Love you too. We're getting close to the end of the season. As the true leader of the Shadow Riders revealed himself as Amaru. Screw Japanese names into English and things like that. Kagemaru. The superintendent and founder of Duel Academy, he challenged Jaden to a duel, hoping to use his Sacred Beast cards to take over the world. Can you use Krala's deck in this game? Yes. The thing is, what's going on right now is we're going through the story, but we're constantly using the story decks. So the deck that Duelist used at the time. So you can fully get Crowler. So when we play as Crowler, we'll use his deck. But not only that, we can get his full deck in this game. Yeah. I built this school and now I've returned for my Sacred Beast cards. What? I am Kagemaru, the master of the Shadow Games, and it was I who first sealed the cards here. It was I who gave Shepard the 7 keys. But those keys are worthless. To unlock the Spirit Gates, all is required is dueling energy. The energy you expend when trying to protect those keys. This is why I arranged for all the best duelists in the world to come here. I hoped year after year, class after class, the students would arise enough as dueling spirit to unlock the power of the cards. My Shadow Riders were sent to test you, and only one passed. The one potential to finally unlock the Sacred Beast and give me the strength to rule the world. My opponent will be Jaden Yuki. Excuse me, what? You have proven to be the only duelist with the power to unlock the Sacred Beast cards. And if you refuse, I'll see it to the island and everyone on it sinks to the depths of the ocean. You can't. I can do anything with these Sacred Beast cards. Let this shadow game begin! When I was younger, I used to think Dr. Crowler looked like... You used to think that Crowler looked like Potter Greed? Yeah, Helgrim say he always thought Crowler looked like a dick. It's always one of the things you love to see in your opening hand. Element Heal Strauss. Give me more. This is going to come in clutch to them. I'm in Sunny Day. You don't realize how much I was drinking the other day, how much talking I was doing. Right, first things first. Thunder Giant, Tempest, 2 Shining Flare Wingmans, Rampart Blaster, Mudball Man, Marina, Flame Wingman, and 2 Electrums. Yeah, isn't it like attacking directly? While you have any face down cards spelled together, they can attack directly. So, now at this point, I have to use this to purely ask myself, what do I even want to send to the graveyard? Go for Thunder Giant. True. I mean, we've got 3 Sparkman, 3 Avion, 3 Clayman, 3 Basinatrix, and 2 Bubbleman. So Bubbleman's our... Yeah, so Bubbleman's our least one. So we'll send a Sparkman just in case of a miracle for you. Surely you should still have it. Then summon Stratos to search our deck. Yeah, I mean, what's Mudball Man's effect though? Because at this point, I'm debating for a Basinatrix that maybe if we get a poly to do Rampart Blaster. In that case, I'm going to get Basinatrix for the play of Rampart Blaster. Yep. Set Mirror Gate. When an opponent declares an attack on a face-up elemental hero monster, we switch control of the opponent's. So basically, I would lose my hero monster either way, but he would actually take my home. What's the percentage of your opponent controls a monster you control? No monster you can purchase them. Oh, Geminis. So this is gonna be funny. Somehow I ended up keeping my monster. Set. Battle. Attack. Enter. Okay. Oh, DNA surgery. Everything's now a fiend. Not if they're in my deck. So this time we will add Avion. Now we have everything prepared for a Flame Wingman. Apart from Poly. Oh, they want to crack him. Graceful Charity. What the hell is this? You have as a winged Karibo monster in your graveyard, pay half your life points and have 1 prioritization. Spell cards from your deck. To your hand, except different wave motion. This card's in your graveyard, you can manage 3 copies of the stone. From your graveyard, tackle 1 monster. So basically, the only use of this to me is if I have a winged Karibo in my graveyard, I get half my life points and polymerization to my. Worst part is, I kind of don't want to discard it. Big there. And polymerization. It's nice to know this deck runs 1 poly. Awesome. Happy I use that now. This. This. We did it! Shining Flare Wingman. Tempest has to have one. Oh, I know what's going on. I'll get over that, because I'll do some damage at the same time. Continuous trap cards, the sacred beasts, how they're summoned. Continuous spell cards, continuous trap cards, and I can't remember the obelisk one, so I'm doing monster. I think it's something to do with fiends, maybe. If only we didn't miracle fusion him. Anything good in your grave? Nope, you know what? In that case, we'll just keep that in hand. Yes. Good. And this is GG Nori. Impossible! The sacred beasts cannot be defeated! They probably can't, but you didn't summon them, just like once again we've seen many times. No, you beat the Egyptian god cards! No, you just didn't summon them. What the? Are you okay? It's true, I'm an old man, wanting simply what every other man wants, to be young again. The harnessing of the power of these secret beasts is the only way I found to do it. Again, to take over the world. Can't you forgive a decrepit old soul? Yeah, I guess, but don't you see, old timer, stealing power from something or someone that isn't the way to feel alive again. You'll find the strength inside yourself. Boom, 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 boom. This is Chumley's test thing to see if he passes. Chumley entered as Industrial Illusions card design contest and won. But since he hadn't passed his exam yet, Dr. Crowley couldn't agree to give him a recommendation as if he agreed to give him a recommendation if he passed the exam. Chumley hasn't passed his exams now, as what kind of school would it be to send Pegasus some flunky? If Chumley could beat me in a duel, then I'll let him go. A duel? But if he loses, he'll be expelled immediately. Don't be naive, a duel is a simple effect of the rest of your life. Okay, well, what are you waiting for an invitation? As I'll get this one right, let's duel.